Are you ready for change? Are you ready to evolve? Are you ready to manifest a new reality? I hope that today is something that I cover or talk about or discuss send some type of encouragement and conviction in regards to you and your journey in this path in life. Today we're going to talk about, are you living a purpose-driven life? Are you living a purpose-driven life? So many times people don't even think to ask themselves that question of, am I living a purpose-driven life? It's so easy to get caught up in just the consistent grind, hustle, and bustle of getting up, going to work, coming home, trying to figure out what you're gonna eat, ready for the weekend so I can kind of let my hair down and relax from the strenuous week. But a lot of times we don't ask ourselves, are we living a purpose-driven life? I want to cover 3 points today to put something on your mind to think about this week. First point, passion. The definition of passion is strong and barely controllable emotion. In the work that you do you find passion in it? Is it something that you're passionate about? Do you have that uncontrollable emotion and strong feeling of love and enjoyment and peace and happiness in regards to the work that you do? So many times we pick jobs just because we need a paycheck. I found myself plenty of times going to work, doing a job that I did not like doing. People will come to me and ask me, hey, do you like the job? Are you enjoying the work that you do? And rather than me say, yes, I love what I do, I think it's amazing, I will find myself saying, I'm just thankful to have a job. I'm just practicing gratitude. And at the end of the day, that's the right mindset to practice gratitude for whatever you have, but I did not enjoy what I was doing. I did not find peace and happiness in what I was doing. And when you ain't finding peace and happiness in what you're doing, because simply you're not even thinking about what you're doing. You're thinking about how fast I can be done with what I'm doing, or what am I going to do next, right? A strong and barely controllable emotion. What is it that you find passion in? What is it that you enjoy so much that you would do it for free? What is it that you find so much that you enjoy so much that you would do it without thinking about how long you've been doing it, right? It brings me to my next point, which is peace. Finding peace in what you're doing. Passion leads to peace. What does that mean? How many times have you been at work doing your job and you're thinking about when is break time? When is lunch time? Matter of fact, I'm thinking about something else while I'm doing what I'm doing. It's not even a getaway from anything else that I got going on that can bring me a little bit more satisfaction or peace or joy or happiness. I'm actually not enjoying what I'm doing. So at the end of the day, do you want to be thinking about when you're going to go to break? Or do you want to be able to just flow in what you're doing? To the point you ain't even thought about eating, you ain't thought about break time, you ain't thought about, oh, I'm tired, I'm ready to go in there, I'm ready to get off, right? You got to find peace in what you're doing. And if you don't find peace in what you're doing, that is a dead sign. Hey, this is not something that I'm passionate about. If you don't find passion in what you're doing, that should be a dead sign. Hey, you know what? This may not be what I should be doing. I'm just doing this for a paycheck, right? And I get it. A lot of times we're afraid and fearful to step out and do the things that we're passionate about. A lot of times we think about, is this gonna bring me enough money to take care of what I need to take care of, my bills, take care of my family and all these different things. If you're thinking about that, you're making a mistake, because you shouldn't even be thinking about that. You should solely be thinking about the impact that your passion will have on your work and on people. That's literally what you should be thinking about. How can I impact someone positively with what I'm doing? What type of change can I evoke? What type of fulfillment am I going to get in the work that I'm doing? And my last point is promise. So many times we know what we're passionate about. So many times we have the confirmation of this is what I should be doing if I do it because I find peace in it. I'm not thinking about anything else other than flowing in my work, flowing in my gift, allowing my gift to flow in my work, right? Promise. That's the accountability part. The promise to yourself. What promise are you willing to make to yourself in regards to stepping out on faith, pursuing your passion, which leads you to your purpose, right? The promise, the accountability. Are you willing to hold yourself accountable to, hey, you know what? I want to execute X, Y, and Z. And in order to do that, let me write this out. Hey, on this day, I'm going to do this from this time to this time. On this day, I'm going to do that from this time to this time. We do it for our jobs. We get up and we go to work every single day at a certain time. We get off at a certain time. We go to break at a certain time. We have lunch at a certain time. We have to work overtime. Sometimes it's voluntary, mandatory. And we have special projects we have to do for our managers, for our directors, for our leaders. We find that structure and we have to hold ourselves accountable to the discipline for doing those things. What more are you willing to commit and promise to yourself for your own dreams, for your own fulfillment, for your own satisfaction? Because what happens is when you don't do these things, you find yourself getting up every day and being chipped away at every single day. I don't care how positive of a person you are, or how strong-minded you are. If you're not finding passion in what you're doing, if you're not finding it purposeful, if it's not peaceful to you, guess what? Every single day, you're going to become more and more bitter, more and more upset, more and more angry, more and more frustrated, more and more disappointed. You owe it to yourself to provide for yourself and give yourself the life that you want to live. And when I say the life that you want to live, I'm not just talking about materialistic things. I'm talking about that peace within, that joy within, that happiness, that nothing, no one else can give you but you. You owe it to yourself. I love you. I hope that something that we talked about today and discussed today brings some type of power and positivity and change to your life. Keep shining, keep grinding, keep manifesting, baby. I love you. Signing out, Joseph Smith.